purpose and responsibility of a government is to ensure the security and freedom of individual rights and opportunities in such a way that every individual receives the full benefit and strength of the system without sacrificing independence and free will. Purpose, reason for existing, responsibility, duty agreed to perform, ensure, to guarantee, security, protection from an outside force, freedom, ability to have, rights, standard of decency, opportunities, ability to improve, full benefit, the entirety of the agreement, strength, the ability to defend, system, group of individual moving pieces with different purposes to achieve the same goal, sacrificing, to give up or lose, independence, the ability to support oneself, free will, the freedom to choose. Forgive me for taking the time to provide the definitions of each word. I think it's important to remember the meaning of words. It seems they've lost their value and importance today. Its purpose is not to decide the morals and principles in which the people live by, but to regulate and distribute the ones we agree on, with no preference to its own opinion. Government is a managed framework in which all components adhere to and benefit from in order to maximize the foundation and strength of the whole. There are two analogies I will utilize to demonstrate this. First, a ship's blueprint is determined by the laws and principles within the framework of architecture, constructed and managed by the crew, and navigated by the captain. A nation is established through the framework of agreed principles and laws within government, built and run by the people, and guided by a leader. However, despite the quality of the ship, the capabilities of its crew, or the qualifications of its captain, without a proper map and compass, it's easy to get caught in the waves of emotion and lost to unknown storms. If one doesn't have the right map, then they will be exposed to the uncertainty of life. Without the right compass, how do you even know which direction to head? If one wishes to build and maintain a strong nation, they need a well-designed ship that can withstand any storm, a capable crew with designated roles, a competent captain that navigates the seas of domestic and foreign policy, and an accurate map and compass to ensure direction and harmony. However, this is only an artificial and man-made concept based within natural law already in existence. That means it is open to design and subject to change based on the crew or captain designing it, rather than staying true to natural law. So instead, there is one above all. The purest form of what it means to build and grow together, to become greater than oneself, is represented by corn. Corn has two root systems that create the foundation it stands on, seminal roots and nodal. Both serve distinct yet necessary roles that work together in harmony to create foundation. Two parents with distinct roles are essential for healthy development. Don't neglect your roles. Seminal roots provide the first source of nutrients from its mother, Earth. The sustenance and security she is able to provide upon conception directly influences its future potential to grow. Once it sprouts, while still under the protection of the mother, it then develops nodal roots for strength and stability to create deeper foundations of support to develop. Eventually, you must stand on your own with the circumstances you were given, though, and adapt either way. The nutrients it has access to is dependent upon resource availability, environmental conditions, and competition. Its roots will then either grow strong, wither weak, or mutually suffocate. Weak roots can never maintain their appearance and easily blow over. Equality of access and support is necessary with opportunity and freedom. As the body matures, you'll notice it grows faster than any other crop and straight towards the sun as a result of this system. When given a proper foundation, the resources to develop, and the freedom to operate, an individual will reach for the stars and bathe in the sun. The stalk grows out of its own sprouts, creating new leaves to display for future life to develop, much like how new experiences shape and give new life to our own lives, determining the quality we provide to others. Be careful with your choices and wise with your words. Always turn over a new leaf and be willing to support others. The corn then develops masculine and feminine aspects. It knows that with no potential, there can be no action. With no seed, there can be no life. Instill wisdom in your words and beauty in your actions. Balance and harmony. Corn is not reliant on another plant outside of itself to grow or be corn. It just is. Happiness is hidden within. Misery and bitterness lie without. Just be. Once it reaches a maturity of development, it then switches from growing itself to developing the potential for new life from the experiences and strength it was able to develop on its own. A smart man learns wealth, A fool clings to gold, the wise man learns value. When collecting the harvest, you'll see that the new corn is protected from the dangers outside of itself, much like how parents are responsible for protecting their children from the dangers of ours. Yet many fail. The world can be cruel and biased to the righteous. Be the parent you never had for others. In order to even see the quality of the new generation, you must strip away all external layers and masks to reveal the true substance within. A man is known by his fruits. The fruits are known by their quality, but you can never know until you strip off the layers and see inside. If one is willing to put in the work, though, there is often something to reward your efforts. Temper expectations and maintain an eye of discernment. Upon examination of the corn, you'll notice three qualities. Each kernel is generally equal in size. Not all kernels are the same shade or color, and without proper distribution and development, only a few pop while the rest suffer. The quality and substance is created through equal distribution despite appearance or location. Each individual kernel is necessary for the whole to exist, but each also has its own potential to create new life. Cooperation is necessary, independence is innate. Balance your responsibility to others with your own potential. Therefore, one could argue that corn is completely self-sustainable, except corn still needs water and the sun to grow. Can corn then create its own means to not only grow but exist? Can you? If so, then how was darkness separated from light? How was the height removed from the depth? How was man made in God's image if man is an I am? The meaning of man made in God's image can be explained by the kernel itself. A kernel has 4 layers to it: 2 thin external shells, a thick interior, and the heart of the kernel in the middle connecting it to the source. This creates potential and hides vulnerability, while making a man blind to himself. Man has 4 masks: the mask we wear to strangers, the one we wear to family and friends, the one for ourselves, and the one for God. Until we strip ourselves of those masks, we will never find the source of truth. The awareness of your actions and behaviors and how they impact and influence yourself and others can be equated to that of a kernel as well. Your mind lies in the middle and is represented by a black dot. Your capacity to see perspectives outside of your immediate view leads to greater levels of awareness expanding in concentric circles. Actions do speak volumes, but thoughts can be thunderous motivations or silent assassins. Though men have eyes, few see, and though they have brains, they often rot. Corn teaches how to be self-sustainable, while reminding that you, alone, are never capable. And yet each kernel has a unique innate potential to blossom and create new life for others to support that is greater than itself when it receives life from the water and light.